Alright, so I've been playing Call of Duty Vanguard for about an hour or two now. And it's trash. It's absolutely abysmal. And here I'm going to talk about the gaming industry, content creators, and the general public and what they're saying about this game, the demographic of this game, how the game looks, how the game feels, how bad it is. This is my third time doing this video because for some reason my audio will not record today. For some reason, I don't know why. His audio is probably sounding really bad because I'm only on PS5. Like, why would it sound good? I'm probably gonna sound like a 5-year-old on this, but whatever. We'll get into it. This is the Pacific map coming up. This is what it was hyped up for. I mean, just look at the water graphics. It doesn't interact with the land at all, and it's just copied PNGs. I'm gonna be using the Thompson in this video. I don't know. It was good in the alpha. It's not good anymore. I mean, no guns are good anymore. The game's bad. First off, I just destroyed that wood like Iron Man did. Like, what is that? This is a ship on land. There's perfectly cut holes in it. I shouldn't have won that gunfight. Like, what is that? The time to kill is like 0.75 seconds, which is what Cold War was. We hated Cold War, yet this is, yay, amazing. And we say that every single time, and it's terrible, and we reflect on it, and we say how terrible it is, yet we never change our opinions for the next Call of Duty. There's the rain/rain mist, yet there's some rain droplets, but most of it's mist, which goes through structures and remains the same shape out on the other side of the structure, and it's like polygons. It's like GTA San Andreas, except GTA San Andreas was better than this game, if I'm being honest. I mean, that was just pretty bad on my part, but the game's bad too. Alright, so with the that required no skill, required like 6 shots to kill him, which is like literally like 0.6 to 0.7 seconds. It's not fair. What the gaming industry is like is we're allowing game creators and game companies to put out games that are terrible at start, yet they put DLCs out, which make it pretty good. They add new weapons. Oh, it's better. It remains relevant for like 3 to 4 weeks, maybe, and we're just allowing it to remain relevant, even though the game's terrible, right? Like, why are we allowing this to happen? We don't do anything about it.
I'm being watched.
Cold War and Vanguard were terrible, and you're like, but when the game came out, we're like, oh, it's just pretty good. Then we play Modern Warfare, and when it gets integrated in a Modern Warfare, in a Warzone, we're like, oh, this is garbage. I hate the state of Warzone. Literally, when the state of Warzone is literally Cold War and Vanguard, dude. Like, I just don't get it. You generally don't take advice as a game creator or game company. I know they don't like to listen, but it's for a reason. You generally don't take advice from someone that contradicts themselves every 2 seconds. You generally don't. And my controller was all the way, I was flicking my stick all the way to the right the whole time there, and I was not able to follow along. Like, I'm serious. That's actually the speed at which you zoom around. You look around when zooming in. That's the full speed. I'm not kidding you. And look, I can't follow along, so I have to hip fire. Makes no sense why I should have to do that. The general public that plays this game, we say we want stuff more like Cold War and Vanguard, yet we thought it was good. Then when it gets integrated into an actual good game with a good engine, with good graphics, with good movement, with good guns, with a good map, all of a sudden it becomes terrible, even though it's literally Cold War And yet we keep listening, and we keep contradicting ourselves, and we keep allowing it to happen. And then content creators. They're also ruining it. I'm not going to pin the blame on solely on content creators, but there is some stuff that they say should be put in the game, and it's put in the game, and it turns out to be bad. And content creators are contradicting themselves. They say they want stuff more like Cold War, and how Cold War doesn't write, and how Cold War does a good game. And it's a good game because you have pew pew laser guns with no recoil whatsoever. And then when that gets implemented, they say it is terrible. So they're contradicting themselves to the content creators, and it's bad. What did I just die to? Oh wait, it's a dog under my platform. Wow, that speaks for itself, dude. That really speaks for the whole entire state of the game. It really does, dude. And it's so bad. It's terrible. We should not be allowing this to happen. We shouldn't. They got me pinned. That was like 2 guys. It just required no skill to kill that one guy, and that other guy's got like a minigun, even though it's in World War II. There's body armor in this game, even though it's World War II. The plot does not line up. It's a carbon copy of Cold War, just reskinned to a different area, a different time, different looks, different tanks. It just doesn't make sense how we're allowing this to happen. It doesn't. It just doesn't, dude. Like, why are we doing this? There's a guy all the way across there. I can't see him. I can see his glint, but it's tiny. The glint's bigger than him for some reason. I try to shoot him, but I can't. And look at this. Oh, it's so much recoil, and I'm shooting like 15 bullets a second on a Thompson in like World War II. Yep. That's the game we're playing now. And no one ever boycotts it, and we don't stop playing it, and I don't know why. Oh, it's the only game to play. No, it's not. Just go play Polygon. It's literally a game called Polygon, which it's like Battlefield 5, just with a different art style. And if you're hyped up for Vanguard in World War II, which you shouldn't be, because it's terrible. I mean, and that's how fast the Thompson shoots in this game. Just go play Battlefield 5. It's like a mix between Warzone and Real Modern Warfare. Yes, it's a bit clunky, and it's a bit old, but it's better than this. And I'm not even gonna get into kill streaks in this game because it's terrible. They're just terrible. That was 6 shots from a Thompson. That's how fast it takes to kill someone, and that was in slow motion. Why are we allowing this to happen? Bam! He just killed that guy really quick. He's using like an STG-44. That's how fast. And sparks come off their bodies. Like, what are we? Are we sheets of metal, or are we human? Bruh. I'm getting Cold War vibes from this, because whenever it says it's positive and it does something good, it's always the exact opposite. It doesn't say what it actually does. You know, it's like +1 recoil control. What are the measurements of units we're using here? Red Star, just amazing map name. You can't see anything because it's so snowy. Here's the attachments because they didn't get to see them that long. Previously. I'm sorry if the audio is bad. I'm on PS5 right now. What do you expect? I'm literally on a console. Like, I'm not gonna have a crazy mic, but just hear me out here. Like, just hear me out. Look at this. It's covered in ice. This guy can't hear me because there's no audio for footsteps, or there barely is. And plus, if there's footsteps behind you, which there probably is, you can't hear them because sound doesn't travel in this universe. If I look away from someone that's shooting a gun near me, I can't actually hear them shooting the gun. So sound doesn't travel, and neither does light, because look at this light. It's really bright here, but if I look behind the light from like 3 feet, it's very dark behind it. Sound and light doesn't travel in this game. It doesn't make sense. Snow and snow particles and snow mist goes through buildings like a polygon, like GTA San Andreas, but GTA San Andreas is, again, better than this game. It just doesn't make sense why we're doing this, and why we're so blind to it. How are we doing this? How are you allowing trash games just with DLCs to be better? And how did I kill that guy? That doesn't make sense. I shouldn't have been able to kill that guy. That's how fast I can zoom and move while zooming. That's how fast I can look around while zooming. The guns are bad. Why can I see where my grenade's gonna go? Why would I not have this? Because it's like, I don't, it's like having, it's like someone in the future telling you what to do, dude. Like, why? It's like what Fortnite had, or at least had for a while. I don't know. It's just bad. See, I can't follow him along. It's so dark. Like, what the heck, dude? They said they were gonna fix the lighting, yet they didn't. They said they're gonna fix this, fix that, fix this, fix that, yet they didn't fix this or that, dude. It doesn't make sense, dude. It just doesn't make sense. Why are we doing it? Why are we allowing this to happen? We don't boycott it. I don't understand why. It's like, you only need to play. No, just play something else, dude. Really, just play something else, or don't play at all if it's that bad, and if you don't like it that bad. Like, seriously, dude. And a lot of times I think Modern Warfare is bad, but you get newfound respects for games like Modern Warfare when you see absolute trash like this the year after, and we have a new console generation, and games can be this bad. It's not possible for this to happen, and they're obviously doing it on purpose, and we're allowing it to happen just so they can get a quick grab of money. Why are we allowing this to happen? The graphics are no better than Modern Warfare. They're a little bit better than Cold War, but they put too much emphasis on the graphics. And they're not even actually insanely good. Like Red Dead Redemption 2, I think, had better graphics. And that was like 3, maybe 4 years ago. I don't even remember when it came out at this point. I think it was 3 years ago. And that's better than this game. And it's just insane at this point. And they're destroying the reputation of the Call of Duty franchise, one of the best, most popular franchises of all time, most popular first-person shooter franchise of all time, and we're just allowing them to ruin it. That's what we're doing at this point. And the guns, reloads are always off for the gun it's in. And let's say you have a 20-pound gun. Or if you're in the military, you're going to be strong and going to be able to move around quickly with a 20-pound gun. Not quickly, especially for all the armor you have on in modern day, but let's just say you're wearing a little shirt like you are in this, and you have a 20-pound gun. You're going to be able to move around better, and you're going to be able to look around with a gun almost at the same speed as you are normally, or like 50% or 75% as normal, compared to normal. And this, it's like 125% slower, dude. I don't understand, dude. I couldn't hear that guy. I couldn't see. I couldn't see that guy. I wasn't facing the right way. But there's no light. There's no audio. See, that guy couldn't hear me coming. And it's just a bad game. I'm sorry if the audio is bad. It's my 3rd time recording this. I'm uploading it no matter what, even if the audio doesn't even record in this. But it's just bad. And it's bad that we're allowing this to happen. And content creators like Tim the Tatman, they say they want this stuff in the game. It gets implemented in the game, and then they never play the game again. And they go back to Warzone for another 1.5 years. Why? Because Warzone's better. And at least it was until until these games like Cold War and Vanguard, which are exact carbon copies of each other, just reskinned, infect the game. They infect the game and they make it bad. And if there's no new games, which there is, literally Vanguard's coming out, then why are you playing? And why are you gonna be playing Warzone for the next year and a half if you think these new games are amazing and it's just crazy? Oh my god, guys, hype it up, hype it up, hype it up. Why do you play Warzone in the same game and repeat the same content for another year and a half? Why do you do that, Tim? And we're not making a game for a demographic that's so small. Like there's I bet you 1,000 times more people non-YouTubers than there are YouTubers in the demographic of this game. So we're not making a game for FaceJab, we're not making a game for Tim the Tatman, we're not making a game for Swag. Like, we're not making a huge game on a huge franchise specifically for these people. Right? That required no skill whatsoever to beat that guy right there in a gunfight.
Do better next time.
That's how fast a pistol fired in slow motion. I can kill people faster with a machine pistol from 1940 than I can with a Thompson. It doesn't make sense. The bullet caliber is like complete opposite ends of the spectrum for that time. And the STG-44, when you hit people, it's like you're hitting them with an M1 Abrams tank, except they don't get disintegrated immediately. Here is the Cold War vibes I'm getting from these attachments. How does +1 zoom level? What's the unit? What's the measurement we're doing here? And how does a scope get me +1 recoil accuracy? Yet if you look at my gun, my accuracy is going down like I don't know, like 10%. Not even 10. That's like 1/6 of it going down just from applying a scope, even though the scope says it gives you better accuracy. Pine tar grip just looks like you put a piece of metal and didn't spread pine tar at all. Stippled grip, I don't know how that is. I don't know how accurate what I'm saying is, but it looks like we just put a piece of metal with stipple grip on it, and stipple grip is like pretty modern. Like Modern Warfare has it, so I don't think I've never seen stippled grip in like any other game, any other World War II game. I've never heard of it, so I don't know. I don't know if it is true or if it isn't. But it says it's good for accuracy, yet my accuracy is going down. Good for hip fire accuracy and recoil control, but my accuracy it's going down. How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? Now stock. Wire, even though there's no wire and it literally nothing's on there. It's +2 walking movement speed, +2 aim, walking steadiness, +1 blah blah blah, +1 blah blah blah, initial recoil stabilization. Even though my speed's going up and nothing about my accuracy is going up, even though almost everything says it's about accuracy, and my accuracy should be going down because the cons that say it's sustained fire is significantly worse over time when sustaining amounts of fire against enemies. Yet my accuracy is not going down whatsoever when I apply that. So obviously I'm going to apply it, and my speed goes up, and my sprint to fire time goes up, so why wouldn't I use it? There's the M1 Garand, which is pretty cool, I guess, but like the pistol's going through the cloth. Same perks as Cold War, which we hated. Not necessarily perks, but we hated Cold War. Here's all that field upgrades and stuff. Dogs are glitched. They can get you from like 1 story up when they're 1 story below you, which doesn't make sense. Yeah, I'm sorry for the audio. I really am. It's just I'm on console and I don't have $1,000 mic to record with, so. And I don't know how I would, even though because I'm on console. But the theme of Cold War, the plot doesn't make sense. The plot, we got like body armor, we got stipple grip tape, We got body armor, even though it's World War II, right? Glide bomb's terrible. It doesn't even, you can't even move it. You can move it, like you can angle it like 2 degrees over the whole course of its life before it blows up, and you have to hit them like a projectile. Like it's not actually a bomb, but I thought it's called a glide bomb, so I thought it was a bomb, but I guess not. So please listen to me and just don't play the game so we can get a better Call of Duty. And also, there's orange light in the background. All the people are firing straight up for some reason in the background. There's orange light, but there's white light on his helmet, and his helmet has like ridges. It's like got angles. And how, if his eye line's right there and 4 fingers is his forehead and the top of his head, then how does that fit his head, that helmet? Anyways, I'm out.